Truly does. I'm Tenzin Nurse here in Cork. I work in the ICU.
When did you come to Ireland?
Okay, so I came here like 4 years ago. So it's been 4 years that I'm here in Ireland and I love it. Yeah.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
And then, so is Cork your first choice?
I loved it and since then I'm here.
That's very good. So you have a couple of choices, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have Dublin and then you have Cork.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't want to go to another small county. Yeah.
You're a city girl, aren't you? But can you tell us where are you originally from? Like I know where you're originally from, but
Next time, you should give me some hummus.
rolling.
Oh, hello again. So, tag.
I think you pronounce it as Thai.
Yeah, tag. But this one,
I think it's recording already. Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your Filipino nurse, Boyd Ventura. And today, I'm in Cork City for a fresh and new Ireland vlog. A good friend of mine is joining me for this vlog to talk about being a nurse here in Cork. She is, by the way, not a Filipino, but a citizen of the world. A very beautiful person inside out, none other than Tenzin Tsokyi.
yay!
Hello.
Hi!
Hi.
Welcome to my house.
Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm so glad that you're already here and that we finally get to collaborate with each other.
Yes.
By the way, Tenzin Tsokyi, or Tenzin, she is also a YouTuber, and she's gonna talk about herself in a while.
So glad that finally we are doing this. We have been talking about it, but we never got a chance. So I'm glad we're doing it. Yay!
Yeah, and I am glad that you're doing okay.
Thanks for having me.
Can you introduce yourself, or a brief one?
Oh,
If you don't mind.
I'm Tenzin, and so I'm a nurse here in Cork. I work in the ICU. I became friends with Boyd when we were doing our foundation course. It's a very interesting story.
We met in the university here in Cork.
And then we just became friends like this. Oh, it was fun.
When did you come to Ireland?
Okay, so I came here like 4 years ago. So it's been 4 years that I'm here in Ireland and I love it.
Is Cork your first choice?
Oh yeah, so you know, when I gave interview, I got for Dublin, but somehow that was going to take like a really long time. So then I gave interview for Cork, and then I got in Cork, and I just came here, and I loved it, and since then I'm here.
That's very good. So you have a couple of choices, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have Dublin and then you have Cork. But
I wouldn't want to go to another small county. Yeah.
You're a city girl, aren't you? But can you tell us where are you originally from?
Well, I am Tibetan. My origin is Tibet. I was born and raised in India because my parents had to come to India, you know, because in back in 1949 China came to Tibet and my parents had to flee from Tibet to India. So yeah, that's how we ended up in India. We are refugees in India.
So basically you grew up in India,
Yes.
but you're Tibetan originally.
Yes.
How was the process of your application here in Ireland?
Coming to Ireland wasn't so tough, to be honest. All you have to do is have an experience. These days you just need like 1 or 2 years of experience, and then you just have to write either IELTS or OET to get a certain marks, and then you apply for it. And if you do it like, you know, right away, it'll take like 6 months for your process, and then you can come to Ireland.
Yeah. Well, the same for us as well.
And you don't have to pay any money, you know. You just go either to, in India we have the agency, and it's like by Indian government, you don't have to pay any money. So it's all
really?
free. Yeah, you don't have to pay any money.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
We paid a little bit.
no money.
Right, okay.
So you just pay what you're doing for the process, and then you get your refund back. But for the agency, you don't have to pay.
Did you pay your flight ticket?
Yeah. But I got it all back.
Back home. That's nice. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
It's not too hard, right? It's not too hard to come here
Yeah.
to Ireland if you're really focused on doing your requirements, your papers, and
Yes,
documents
yeah.
and stuff, and you're really willing to do that IELTS or OET.
Yeah.
What did you do? Did you do the IELTS or the OET?
Oh, I did IELTS. Back then, OET was kind of new, so I just did IELTS, and yeah.
Was it hard for you to do the IELTS? Because personally, for me, I was really had a hard time on preparing for the IELTS exam. I did an intensive review for 1 month. So how did you prepare for it?
Oh yeah, even I did the same. I was first trying to do it by myself while working, and then I realized that that's not possible. So me and my sister, we went to a place where they coach you for IELTS, and then they take writing, reading, speaking, all the classes every day. So
for how long?
I think we were there for 2 months or something. Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then did you get it
Yeah.
for one take?
Yeah.
Very intelligent.
No.
Any coffee for you? Cappuccino, latte, or a chai latte?
I'd go for chai latte.
Yeah, chai latte. Exactly.
Yummy. Chai latte.
The nori, so where you can go for a smaller roll that's called wakame roll. There's cucumber and avocado in the sushi topped with wakame or edible seaweed. Yeah, it's good. Or you can go for California roll or crazy maki. We use crab meat or crab sticks in there, so it's another fish. And it's steamed, so it's cooked
Oh, perfect.
with avocado and cucumber and
Oh,
mayo.
yes. Yeah. I think, which one is that one?
Go for crazy maki.
Okay, I'll go for crazy night.
Go for the crazy maki.
Yes, you're excited.
Yes, I'm so excited.
And this is his mango maki. And
Raso. Boyd, he introduced Reese, and
Into your
I
life.
loved it. Yeah,
And
he
then she
introduced
loved it
this into
ever
my
since.
life, and I love it ever since.
Okay, was it your dream to come to Ireland?
Okay, no, my dream was always America, American dream. I always wanted to go to America, but going to US was a bit harder than coming here, to be honest. So that's why. And some of my friends were here, and they said it was nice here. So, and the process takes really, it doesn't take long. So I was like, okay, fine, I want to come here,
But do you have
And
families
yeah.
in the US?
Yes, I have
your brother.
my brother. Yes, yeah. I have a brother and I have a sister,
Hello brother and hello sister. We're in the US.
and they're very nice.
Ireland wasn't your first choice anyway. But
But I love
fate
it here. I love it.
brought you here. Okay.
And then we became friends.
If there's one thing that you really like about living in Ireland, what is it?
When I came to Ireland, I felt like people were really warm. They were really welcoming, and they were so nice. And I was like, kind of very friendly. Yeah, top quality. That's the best reason.
So
I was overwhelmed.
overwhelmed.
Yeah, that's the.
It's
Did you
okay.
say that? Oh, I didn't hear it. Sorry. So yeah, I was overwhelmed. They were.
If you're gonna compare your home country to Ireland,
It's just the
It's-
weather.
yes, I agree on that.
It's just the weather, the weather is completely different. There's a lot of sun in India, and it's warm, but the place where I live, it has a beautiful weather. It's not too cold, it's not too hot, it's a perfect weather. So that's what I miss, and that's the difference that I find.
So do you like the weather here? Having said that,
I love summer in Ireland. It was so good. It was really nice. Yeah, I love the summers in Ireland, not the winter, because it gets dark really, soon and blah blah blah. So yeah, I love summer. Yeah. So
Okay.
you should always come to Ireland during summer because it's beautiful. All you need is a cup of tea.
that's it. What's the one thing that you miss about home except from your family?
Oh my god, what I miss is the food. I live 10 minutes walk from the hospital. So walking from the hospital to the house, it's like if I was in India and if I walked 10 minutes, there'll be a lot of food stall, you know. You can eat anything,
Oh, yes,
you know.
I can relate to
Yeah,
that.
like you can eat or drink anything on the way. That's what I miss. I miss the food and the, you know, the street foods. Oh, they're amazing. Yeah. If I would love if there's like more of Tibetan cuisine here, but there's no Tibetan restaurants in Ireland, so yeah, I love dumplings. I miss dumplings.
What are your favorite places here in Ireland?
I
Like,
love all the hiking places that we went. I love
Yes.
all of them. It's so good, right? And then, so when I came here to Cork for the first time, we went to Cobh, and it's beautiful. It's a small little town, and it's so pretty. It's so colorful, and I love it.
I love Kerry in general. Kerry is one of my
yes,
favorite places here.
I like Dingle, right? It's nice and small.
Dingle is in Kerry as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Welcome to English Market. Doo-doo-doo. This place is quite famous, and this place was visited by Queen. So let's go.
Long things like that, very good. Now, that is 13 euros a kilo, that is 8 euros a kilo, that's 5 euros a kilo. What do you want for that? This one, and I as much you want. How much is that, would you like?
Oh, did you make it? Hummus.
Oh.
Free hummus. We can try tonight.
How did you find nursing in Ireland in general? Just to begin with, did you take the RCSI exam or did you do your adaptation?
I did adaptation.
Oh, I did the same.
Yeah. So adaptation is like we have to. They give us time to adapt for like 6 weeks, right? And then in these 6 weeks, you have to prove yourself that you can be a nurse and all that. So
You're safe
Yes,
and you're
yeah.
competent enough to care for your patients here.
yeah, and then they'll sign you off and they'll say that you can be a staff nurse here. So
Whereas the RCSI,
yeah, it's like right away you have to do a test. You have to do a practical writing test, and then you have to do the clinical scenarios, and then you have to prove yourself. So I mean, to me that looks scary. I think like adaptations to me sounds better because you get time to adapt, and you know, because the accent here in Ireland is like whoa.
or is that one thing you find it challenging?
Oh, it was in the beginning, yeah. It was like, oh, you have to kind of listen very carefully. Yeah. Different counties have different accents. But now we are kind of okay, right? Yeah. I mean, we can understand, you know.
But I had an incident one time where I had to ask a nurse manager or a doctor, I forgot, to repeat 3 times what they said. Like, sorry.
It's okay, you're
I was
being
like, sorry.
silly.
And then they said it again. Sorry. And then for the 3rd time,
I said first 6 weeks is like you have to prove yourself, and it was quite stressful, but it was fine because they were really nice and they were like kind of helping you. So yeah, and after 6 weeks I was in the ward, but ward was like so busy. It was
you were
just
in the ward.
yeah, I was in the ward for a few months because they did not have what do you call vacancy in the ICU, so I had to work
Okay.
in the ward for like almost 9 to 10 weeks. I felt like the ward was like really busy because I've always worked in ICU and we only care about like, you know, we are either 1:3 or 1:4, but there you're just like loads of patients in the ward. So that was quite, but it was fine because
Challenging for you.
but they were really helpful though, you know, the other staffs, because they know that you're from different country and they'll understand, and they were nice. Yeah.
it doesn't mean that if you're picked to work in ICU, it doesn't mean that you're gonna do the adaptation right away in ICU. Was there a big difference between nursing practice in your hometown or home country and here in Ireland?
Oh, big difference in the ICU. Now, I'm telling you the ICU scenario because I've always worked in the ICU, and so in India we like, you know, so here it's like 1:1 ratio, and you know from head to toe about the patients. But there in India, it's like 2 nurses taking care of 8 ICU patients. So
Oh,
it's
really?
like you manage more here because you have just 1 patient. You are like head to toe. It's It's very different. Pros.
Like the pros of working in Ireland, like mention one or two.
Definitely, there's more learning. Obviously, you have paid more compared to the Indian rupees.
How many days a week do you work?
Just 3 days in a week, or sometimes 4 days a week. That's all. We
So
just do
required-
12 hours. Yeah. I'm so used to working 12 hours because it gives you, like, you know, you only work 3 days and then you have 4 off, so you can plan your days, do things, go hiking, meet with your friends, like, you know, do
And
anything.
what do you usually do when your day off?
Relax and take time to get out of bed, which is a bad habit, I know, but sleep is important, so I sleep. I love going to the gym, and sometimes Boyd's plans, and then we go hiking. He's a very good planner.
When we have time.
We even went to Scotland because he planned it.
Oh, we went
Yeah.
to Scotland. One thing that you find really hard to adjust.
India, I don't take care of the ventilator, or either, like, you know,
Oh,
we do
yes,
dialysis. But here, yes, we do, and then also we take care. We do the dialysis. Like in India, we have a dialysis nurse. These things took some time. The difference in how things work.
Did you have a respiratory therapist in India?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yes. They give you opportunities to learn,
Yeah.
and most of the courses here will be provided or will be paid for. there's just one more. Will be paid for by your employer, by the hospital, which is very good, and some of them can be very expensive.
Yeah.
Hi guys, so we are finally here at St. Patrick's Hill. It's a beautiful place. You can come here for a walk, and then it looks so pretty in the night with all the lights.
For the rent a month, okay?
Okay, so pay 600 euros.
Okay.
Yeah. So you could find a cheaper place, to be honest, but I think I like my space, and I like the room, I like the house, I like my housemates, so everything is good, and it's very close to the hospital. It's like only 10 minutes walk, so it's perfect.
Expensive.
Yes.
If it's more accessible to
City and
the city,
hospital,
yeah.
it's
So
always
it's
more expensive.
expensive.
Yeah.
So you share.
We're with 3 people, so we
there's
are 4. Yeah.
Okay. What about the cost of living here in Cork?
For me, I think people say Dublin is quite expensive, but I feel like it just depends on you. I don't know. Maybe if your house rent is expensive, that's different, but yeah.
The best things in life are free.
Yes, that's true. Like this friendship, it's free!
Okay. Do you feel that you can still save, okay, all the bills and stuff after all of those expenses? Do you feel that you still have quite a bit?
A lot of room for saving. Now I've started saving money because, you know, saving money is good. Okay, so yes, so with your salary you just pay rent, bills, and then the rest of the money you can save it, or either you can send it to your parents. And if you are good at saving, you can save quite a good amount of money. And
How much do you keep for your grocery every month?
I spend like 250 euro, I don't know.
So Tenzin, thank you again. Thank you once again for sharing us your experience here in Cork. There are many nurses in the Philippines, or in Saudi Arabia, or wherever, who
Wants to
really
come to Ireland.
thinking about transferring here in Ireland to work here. So that's very helpful, all the things that you said. But if there are a few things that can impart to our fellow nurses,
I would say if you finally made up your mind to come to Ireland, all you have to do is work hard to get your IELTS or OET marks, and that's all. Do your best and don't lose your hope. Just don't give up if you think like you can't get the score. Don't give up. You just have to manifest things and put it out there in the universe and say, Yes, I'm gonna do it and you'll get it.
Yeah. The goal is to come and work in Ireland. I think you have to imagine yourself already working in Ireland.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I did.
Yeah.
If this is really what you want and you research Ireland as a place of work for you, the weather, the people, the culture, and all of those things in consideration, just go for it.
Yeah.
I definitely say that I am enjoying my stay here in Ireland so far.
Yes.
I've been here 4 years and you've been here like 4 years as well. So it's been a great journey and adventure for the both of us actually.
Yeah.
That's a great advice from one of the great nurses in
The best nurse.
You're the one that I love, and I'm saying goodbye.
What's that?
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
Thank you so much.
Hi, there's Chambers and it's a gay bar, and I've been there like so many times and it's so much fun. Night out! Yeah, so
show it.
there. The red one. Yeah, go there. It's fun.